Have you ever had that feeling, that nagging thought that maybe your life today is connected to something way, way older? You know, that the person you are right this second is the result of a story that started long before you were even born. Well, today, we're going to dive into a pretty profound ancient verse that says exactly that. We're going to explore how a legacy from your past might just be shaping everything about your present.
So this quote, it comes straight from the Buddha in the Lotus Sūtra, which is, one of the most important texts in Mahayana Buddhism. And he's not just talking into the void, he's speaking to an enlightened being named Maitreya. And wow, what a statement it is. He's basically saying that just holding on to these teachings, especially when times are tough, is just as valuable as making some grand offering in the past. It's this incredible validation, suggesting that who you are and what you're drawn to, well, it has really deep roots.
Okay, so what does this ancient poetry really have to do with you sitting here right now? I mean, it's not just some historical artifact, right? It's being presented as a key to understanding a really deep part of yourself. Let's try and solve this puzzle together.
To really get this, we've got to look back first. We need to explore this idea that our lives today are basically echoes of things we did and things we experienced in a past we can't quite remember.
And this is always the big question, isn't it? If we've been here before, where are the memories? Why is it all just a blank slate? It's a totally fair question, and the text actually gives a very direct and, frankly, a very human answer.
I mean, we'd love to have a perfect, crystal-clear movie of our past lives playing in our heads, right? But the reality, according to this text, is, well, it's a lot messier. It describes death as a calamity, a trauma so intense that it clouds those memories, making them dim. So it's not that the memories are gone, they're just kind of buried under the weight of that experience.
So, if our memories are fuzzy, what are we left with? Well, it boils down to this really simple universal law of cause and effect. Good actions lead to good results. Harmful actions lead to harmful results. Think about it. You don't need a photo of yourself planting a seed to know that the apple on the tree came from somewhere. The fruit itself is the proof, and that is the key to unlocking this ancient verse.
Okay, so with that idea of cause and effect locked in, we can stop talking about the past in general terms and start looking for the specific evidence, the clue that's right there in your own life. And this right here is the heart of it. If you find yourself drawn to ideas like kindness, wisdom, and just becoming a better person, what the text calls the wonderful Dharma, well, the idea here is that's no accident. It's not some random thing. It's an effect, a direct result of a cause that you created.
So here's the breakdown, the logic behind it. The verse is hinting that a powerful cause you set in motion a long, long time ago was great generosity. The effect of that cause is that in this life, you're lucky enough to run into and connect with these kinds of beneficial teachings. And the proof, the evidence? It's your own ability, your own capacity to engage with these ideas and do good things today.
And this line from the text just lays it all out, plain and simple. It connects the dots for us. It says your interest in being a good person today is direct evidence, an indication of your generous character in the past. It's almost like a spiritual inheritance you left for yourself.
And that leads us right into the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, I think it's the most empowering part. Because this isn't just about digging up some ancient history. This is about a living, breathing legacy that you are part of right now.
Now, it's so important to get this. This isn't a history lesson. It's not a story that's already over. That generosity from your past didn't just, get you to the starting line of this life and then vanish. This right here is the real punchline. That past generosity isn't just some old fact. It's the fuel you have in your tank right this minute. It's proof that you have this capacity right now to continue that exact same legacy of goodness.
So, it all comes down to this. If your ability to do good today is an inheritance from your past self, that leads to a pretty powerful question, doesn't it? Every kind act, every generous thought, it's not just for today. You're creating the cause. You're writing the story for your future self right now. So, what's that legacy going to be?